Imagine, just for a moment, your child at the age of 5. They wake up in the morning and without any reminders, they brush their teeth, wash their hands, change into fresh clothes, and feel confident and ready for the day. No pushing, no reminders, just a child who takes care of themselves independently. It might sound like a dream, but what if I told you that cleanliness, the simple act of learning to care for one's own hygiene, is one of the most powerful ways we can empower our children to feel confident and self-reliant? In the next few minutes, I want to take you through the incredible journey of how teaching children to take care of their personal hygiene, from washing their hands to brushing their teeth, is not only about cleanliness, but about developing the key values of responsibility and self-sufficiency. 1. Hand washing, the first step to self-care. Let's start with something simple, hand washing. How many times a day do we say, wash your hands? But think about it. Hand washing is the first step toward teaching children about their own health and well-being. It's their first interaction with personal responsibility. When children wash their hands, they're not just learning hygiene, they're learning ownership of their bodies. They're learning that they can prevent germs and keep themselves healthy. This is one of the earliest ways children start to understand their role in managing their health. Imagine this. Your child runs to the sink, turns on the water, and washes their hands without asking you. They're in control. That's independence. 2. Brushing teeth, teaching responsibility for health. Next up, brushing teeth. This isn't just about keeping their smile bright, it's about instilling a sense of responsibility for their health. When children are taught to brush their teeth from a young age, it becomes more than a chore. It becomes an essential habit that they take ownership of. But here's the thing. As parents, we sometimes rush this process. We grab the toothbrush and brush for them because it's quicker. But when we step back and let them try, even if they miss spots or it takes longer, they are gaining the confidence to handle their health on their own. This is how they learn discipline. The act of brushing teeth teaches them that health is their responsibility, and it's a lesson that stays with them for life. Bathing and washing the face, full body self-care. Now, let's talk about something more comprehensive, bathing. The act of washing one's face, cleaning the body, and understanding personal cleanliness is an essential part of their self-care journey. It teaches children that taking care of themselves is important, and it's something that they must do regularly. But it's also a moment for self-reflection. They learn that they have control over their personal space and appearance. Here's the catch. Giving children the tools to manage this hygiene task is empowering. It builds their self-esteem when they learn to scrub their own bodies, wash their faces, and even handle their hair on their own. When they're able to take ownership of these activities, it marks the beginning of their transition from relying on you to managing their own hygiene routine. 4. Sweating, blowing noses, and nail care. The everyday hygiene of growing bodies. Children don't just sweat, they get dirty. They have runny noses, they play outside and get sweaty. They scratch themselves, and they have nails that need trimming. And here's where the magic happens. Managing physical hygiene, sweating, blowing noses, washing faces after playing, trimming nails, teaches children to take care of themselves in every aspect of life. When they're taught how to blow their noses properly, wipe away sweat, and clip their nails regularly, they're learning responsibility for their body, their temporal self-care. These small tasks allow children to understand that they have the ability to handle not just their appearance, but their health and well-being. And while we may step in to help, it's important to remember that giving them control over these small tasks is crucial to their development. Let them struggle, let them try to blow their noses, let them practice cutting their nails, even if they miss a spot. 5. Nail care, changing clothes, and managing their hygiene routine. One of the most important aspects of developing hygiene independence is teaching children to change their clothes when dirty or wet. Whether it's because they spilled something on themselves or simply because they need a fresh change, this is where we begin to teach them responsibility for their appearance and comfort. Why it matters. Self-awareness. When children change their clothes on their own, they're understanding that hygiene isn't just about being clean. It's about feeling good and comfortable in their own body. Independence. This is another area where they can practice problem solving. When they know they need to change, they learn how to handle the situation themselves. As a parent, it's important to create an environment where your child feels empowered to change their clothes when necessary. We often jump in to help too quickly, but if we give them the space to figure it out, they develop the skills and confidence to take responsibility for their hygiene and appearance. 6. The mistakes we make, overhelping, and inconsistency. As parents, we often want to help our children too much. In the name of convenience, we may overhelp in their hygiene routines. Instead of letting them wash their own hands or brush their teeth, we do it for them because it's quicker and less messy. But when we step in too quickly, we deny them the opportunity to learn and develop the skills necessary for self-reliance. Another mistake we often make is inconsistency. If we don't establish a routine, or if we're inconsistent in encouraging hygiene tasks, children won't fully grasp the importance of self-care. Routine and consistency in hygiene tasks are crucial for reinforcing the message that cleanliness is an essential, non-negotiable part of their daily life. 7. Developing self-reliance in cleanliness. At the end of the day, what we're really teaching our children through cleanliness is self-reliance. We're teaching them to take responsibility for their bodies and their health. We're instilling a lifelong habit that will serve them well as they grow. The ability to care for themselves, take care of their well-being, and make choices about their health. Why self-reliance matters. Confidence. When children take responsibility for their hygiene, they develop a sense of confidence in their ability to handle all aspects of their life. Ownership. Self-reliance teaches children that they are in charge of their bodies, their health, and their future. Conclusion. The empowerment of cleanliness. Teaching children about cleanliness is about more than just teaching them to brush their teeth or wash their hands. It's about empowering them. It's about giving them the tools they need to manage their health and hygiene independently. Each time they take care of their body, whether it's washing their hands, changing clothes, or brushing their teeth, they are learning independence. They are learning confidence. As parents, our role is to guide them, celebrate their successes, and provide the space to let them try. The power of cleanliness is the power of independence, of teaching our children that they are capable. And in the end, that's the greatest gift we can give them.